Hi, it's Dean Yates here, the Head of Mental Health and Wellbeing Strategy. I'm coming to you from the Mad World Summit, which is the premier workplace mental health event in Europe. I've been here in London for the past 10 days or so, and I was very happy to help launch Reuters Mental Health Week, which a lot of you folks around the world have been taking part in. The summit, the conference that I've been here at today is almost over, and I just wanted to talk to you about some of the takeaways that I've got from this event. One of the first things that has really resonated with me is the focus on prevention. How speaker after speaker has said that prevention is the holy grail. Early intervention is the holy grail when it comes to good mental health. We heard a very interesting talk earlier in the day from Stewart, who is the CEO of HSBC UK, and he told a very large gathering that looking after the people of HSBC UK is actually improving the results of the organisation. He said that they are able to measure this, that mental health is a strategic priority of the organisation, of the business, and that he was also very strong on the benefits of flexible working. He said, we don't have a policy around flexible working. I just say to managers, you do it, you work it out. And speaking of policy, one of the interesting things that came up in a lot of sessions was that it was important for leaders to set the tone around mental health and well-being, but then once the tone has been set, let the folks who want to carry that out run with it. Let them go for it. Be like fish, someone said, and let them jump out of the water with all that energy. Get out of the way, basically, and let them set up initiatives, local initiatives, whatever they want to do. And that made me think of our peer network, a wonderful network of peers who, around the world, was one of the bedrocks of our support. It just made me think that and when I look at Mental Health Week, there is no way that Reuters Mental Health Week would have gotten off the ground if it wasn't for the support of our peers and all the activities that they have organised around the world, whether it's getting therapy dogs into London, as I know we've done today, or organising activities in various parts of the world. And so I just want to say thank you to the peers as I stand here right now. I think some of the other things that came out of the meeting today were just the importance of continually getting feedback. We might, for example, myself, I'm not an expert on mental health, and I might have what I think are great ideas, but what a lot of the folks here said was that you have to continually seek feedback from your organisation, from your team. And so, that's what I welcome. I really welcome folks out there, especially about Mental Health Week. What did people think? What did they think we should do next time? How can we make it better next time? How can we improve things? And I guess finally, the last thing I want to say is that certainly here in London, but in earlier I've been, a lot of people have said to me, and a lot of journalists from other media organisations have said to me, look, Reuters is doing more than any other media organisation around the world when it comes to mental health and well-being, and that might be true, but I suspect that we probably also know more about the risks to the psychological risks to our staff than most other media organisations. I suspect we also know and understand more about the mental health challenges that our reporters face around the world, whether they work in DC, whether they work in London, whether they work in Dhaka, whether they work in Jakarta or Nairobi. We understand those challenges, I think, probably better than most organisations because of CIC, our Global Trauma Support and Counselling Service, because of the peer network, which gives us a great wealth of understanding as to what our folks are going through, and also because of the work I'm doing. And so I think that knowledge, that understanding carries with it a great responsibility as an organisation to make sure that we provide we come up with the best mental health and well-being program that we possibly can for our journalists. So it's not just enough to say, well, we are probably doing more than other organisations. I think we have a really big responsibility to make sure we follow through and act on what it is we're doing, so that we can actually say that we are making the mental health and well-being of our journalists our number one priority. Thank you.